Hello everyone, I hope you are all doing well, having a fantastic, wonderful day. We're going to continue on looking at our Euclid math contest here with question number 4. So 4a, in the diagram, triangle ABC has a right angle at B. Point D lies on AB. If DB is 10, and we've got a 30-degree angle and a 60-degree angle, what is the length of AD? Now, I see 90s, I see 30 degrees, I see 60 degrees. The 30, 60, 90 triangle is a very, very well-known contest triangle. You may have seen it in trigonometry, or maybe you've just seen it from other math contests, but it is one to definitely know. Okay? Definitely should know this one. Okay. And it's ratios of 1 opposite the 30, root 3 opposite the 60, and 2 opposite the 90. Those side ratios are very helpful. We want to know AD. Okay, let's get a picture of this that we can play with. Okay, now with a 60 here and a 90 here, the sum of the angles inside a triangle, 180, we get a 30. So we've got two 30s here, which makes this a 60. And therefore, this must be a 30 degrees as well. You didn't have to do that. You could have said, oh, there's a 60. It must be the sum of these two angles because it's an exterior angle to this triangle. And reason that it was a 30 like that. But now I've got all the angles in case I need this 30 up here in the corner. Okay, so what are we going to do? Well, we want AD. So let's just sort of chase this 10 around. If we've got 10 opposite the 30, then you'll have a 20 here. And remember ratios 1 to 2, and then there's a root 3. So we'll actually have 10 root 3 along here. But now, in this sort of bigger green 30, 60, 90 triangle, 30, 60, 90, we've got 10 root 3 opposite the 30, so we'll get 2 times that, so 20 root 3 along the hypotenuse. Okay, and then 10 times root 3 times another root 3 to complete the ratio, 30 on this side. Now we've already got 10, and total of 30, so that means AD must be 20. Okay? 30, 60, 90 triangles, no trigonometry is required if you understand the ratios of this triangle. And as I say, it comes up a lot, so you definitely want to know it. If you're writing this year's Euclid or even like a Hypatia, it can pop up, or Canadian senior paper, the open paper, very, very good triangle to know. Okay, but it's a light bulb, so we just need our 20 there. Now, what have we got for B? The points D minus D and minus D plus 12, 2D minus 6, both lie on a circle centered at the origin. Determine the possible values of D. Okay. So it's a circle centered at the origin. They're not being entirely clear as to what it is, but we're given coordinates, so I start thinking equations for circles. Okay? So I might say something like a circle centered at 0, 0, with radius r, because the radius is currently unknown, has equation x squared plus y squared equals r squared. Okay? Now we know A and B are on this circle. Okay, so we should be able to plug them in. So we've got, is it minus d first? Or no, it's regular d first. So d squared plus minus d squared must be r squared. You'll get 2d squareds, or r squared. Okay, so this gives us some information. What happens if we plug in b? So minus d plus 12, this I think is going to be the more interesting situation. And then 2d minus 6. That must also be r squared, so it must also be equal to 2d squared. Just make sure we've got it right. Yes, 2d minus 6. So expand it out, we'll get d squared minus 2 times 12 is 24, plus 144, and then 4d squared 2 times 2 is 4, minus 6 of minus 24d plus 36. All that needs to be equal to r squared, which is 2d squared as well. So we'll get 5d squared minus 48d. We should get a nice little, sort of quadratic almost. And then 144 plus 36, that'll be 180. That'll be 2d squared, so subtract 2d from both sides. And I can see we're going to get a, we can divide by 3. So d squared, 48 divided by 3 is 16d, and then 60 here. Okay, can we factor this? Can I think of two numbers that multiply to positive 60 and add to negative 16? Certainly we can, so minus 6 and 10. So d is 6, or d is 10. And do these make sense? What would a be? Well, it would be 6, negative 6. And then the other one would be, what was it, minus d plus 12. So it would be negative 6 plus 6 is 6. And 2 times 6 minus 6 would be another 6. So that's my a and b. You don't have to do this. I'm just checking to see whether or not these are reasonable answers. 10, so that'd be 10 minus 10 for a. I was expecting one of the d's to perhaps be negative, but turns out that's not the case, which is okay. Oh, and then it's minus d, so it'd be 2. And minus d plus 12, and then 2 times 10 minus 6, so that should be 14. And yeah, 4 plus 196 is 200, so these make sense. Okay. And there's our answer to question number 4, written up nice and neat. We just had to solve a little quadratic there. Okay, so coming up next in the following video will be question number 5. So thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe to show support or just to be kept up to date. But either way, I'll see you for question number 5 on our Euclid next time.